In a world ruled by predators, survival demanded awareness beyond instinct.
They could not see it, but they felt its presence. The hunter that watched the watchers. They could not see it, but they felt its presence. The hunter that watched the watchers. The forests were alive with eyes, each movement a test of courage.
Predators left messages, silent warnings, written in the language of survival.
A branch became a weapon call, the first act of defiance against fear.
Noise became protection. The sound of warning echoed like fire before fire. Cooperation began not with words, but with rhythm, cries, and signals carried across the trees.
Together they stood firm, no longer prey, but a circle of resistance. Sacrifice was born from empathy, the spark that made them human.
Every storm masked new dangers and new opportunities for survival. They learned terrain, to use the earth itself as a weapon and shield. Safety was built from unity, a foin. Their shelters were made not of wood, but of trust.
Darkness no longer belonged to the hunters alone. The tool became an idea, an extension of survival itself. It was the first battle fought for another green, the birth of protection.
Instinct met emotion plan, and emotion won.
Loss taught them meaning. Every life mattered beyond the moment. Each day began with vigilance, life and death separated by seconds. Survival was no longer solitary, Khan. It became shared, and through sharing, they evolved. Predators claimed what they could, and so did the survivors.
They learned by watching collode, the first signs of strategy forming from instinct.
They shaped barriers, not yet walls, but beginnings of protection. The forest itself became a fortress. Nature turned into ally. By accident came discovery prefing, sharper edges, stronger will.
Power had found its purpose.
The water was danger, yet also safety, a place where predators hesitated.
They faced what they feared and learned to endure it. Patience was survival. Movement meant death.
Leadership was not chosen, blooming. It was earned through risk.
With predators fed, the plains offered brief peace.
Even danger fed them safe. They took what others left behind.
From hunger came innovation, survival carved in stone.
Fear became familiar, an echo that sharpened awareness.
They did not hunt the hunter, but they learned to reclaim. Trust grew from repetition, survival practiced, not hoped.
Elevation was safety. From height, they saw life as a whole.
Learning passed silently seconds. One gesture, one call at a time.
That glint changed everything. It turned weakness into weapon. For the first time, they made the wild step back. Food became celebration time. Each bite a reminder of unity. Compassion was the new instinct, protection beyond survival.
Care became strength. Healing became memory. Care became strength. Healing became memory.
Balance returned to the land Tremig. Hunter and hunted both evolved. Light and warmth were not yet tamed the same, but the idea of fire had begun. Curiosity guided evolution. Each failed spark, a future waiting to ignite. They learned to rest to sound. Fear shared became peace shared. Movement became legacy towed. They followed safety wherever it led. Awareness became wisdom, kulhi. Knowing danger meant mastering it.
Touch became language, the first form of reassurance.
Observation replaced panic. They had learned how the wild worked.
Action met intention on the earliest act of control.
For the first time, fear changed sides. Together they endured espérance through loss, courage, and instinct. They saw themselves not as prey, but as part of nature's design. Objects began to hold meaning, and thus, memory carved into matter. Each generation carried the lessons forward, fear, courage, and unity intertwined.
Predators still ruled, but now they shared the shadows with thinkers.
Knowledge became inheritance, Kay. Protection passed through generations.
Communication evolved from urgency. Survival turned to connection.
They rested knowing they were not alone. They had each other. Every sunrise was a victory. Another night survived. Another step toward becoming human.